Guys, wow. It was your for guys for the past few days, for the past 3 days, all that has been going on in my head, in my brains. You know, there's one melody that is going on in my brain right now as I'm speaking to you guys. And that melody is say kutu say. What a weekend. Over the weekend, there's been, I don't want to call it a burial, it's a funeral. Because this is a full package in Ashanti. And, you know, for so long, Ghanaians, you know, most of us in this country, Ghana, we've been yearning for, you know, to see our culture, to see the heritage of Ghana. And at this point, all I'll say is, Charlie, big up to Ashanti man, clap for Ashanti man, pa, 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 pa. Clap for Otumfuo, pa, 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 pa. Clap for Ashanti Defense Force, pa, 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 pa. Clap for Igbo King. No, Igbo King, no. Igbo King would be bounced. Igbo King was bounced. See, this week has been a very long week. Before I go on to the news of the day, it was your focus said news. Wait, sorry, them one. And they say, turn to your neighbor beside you, and say, neighbor, cause a news. So, guys, personally myself, I was in Ashanti man, you know, over the weekends, and I experienced the rich culture of the Ashanti kingdom and the Ashanti people, and the funeral which went on in, you know, the Mishia Palace. You know, saw a lot of dignitaries coming over. We saw people from the UN, Peace Council, presidents, you know, ministers, you know, name it. A lot of people came down to the Mishia Palace. And the beautiful part of it was when, you know, it got to a point where everybody at a point will go towards Otumfuo, or say to Nyamekese Hene the second, and we'll go and shake Otumfuo. Now, this was where there was an interesting part. We were watching the scenario, we were watching what was going on, and from nowhere, we saw a gentleman from the crowds with entourage. You know, he had about 15 other people behind him. So we bouncer fool, so we boys who, so we young, so we children at the back who did me. And they were coming towards Otumfuo majestically. You know, and so they were playing one Nigerian movie that I said, oh, here any bad no Igwe just said, Obias, hey, no one when you're very much, just about Otumfuo anymore. All 90 majestically, as a bush, it was very strange. Guys, unfortunately, Odi bounce. This gentleman got to the entourage of Otumfuo. Odru abrafo anymore now. A hono, a also do visa check. That is the location where you have to show your visa that I'm somebody and I'm a king and I'm dignitary and I want to go and shake Otumfuo. Odru hono, you say, Omo Naija, this one, you know, be your level. Oh. This one, it pass your level. This one is king and dignitaries. Away. Eti Mishia ni na fi obia so no bia boni se away. E wana ego ni mo tu ni che no hwe ni che na say oh e che we die we nya che e che we die nya che papa because say obi ani be ko fa so ko to ni che no kantamantu so ko to otudu untimi nchire eno de ni mbase pa ni baby fire na. This is the interesting part of it. Kumasi dia no esiwie ye no. Ena ebonimo why na adwe say oh anya say Kumasi na wentimi enya kwan bia. Accra there. Accra is one of his homes because Obezi wa Accra. Ena for some recent years and so ebana na koni abanya dia odi wa Accra na everybody has seen, you know, him moving up and down in some 1 or 2 places in Accra, having pictures with the president, having pictures with, you know, some former presidents, having pictures with some 1 or 2 Captain Smart one ade one Captain Chukwu the Smart, Captain Chubuezo, CAD Smart, and also Agena Hinche, any Empress, Informer, Ngozi Gifty, and also Ajeje, and also so ne Chief Fancy Chenia Gadia. Papa ni and I say, oh, there's some fat ya, Mamma crap now. At least, or Yam Festival, a crabby and opposite obey your crap. It's in Guasiana course or a Ashanti Mishia Palace. No, and I umia ego can unwe kwenu. Oh, yeah, and I just said, Anya, you let me come to Accra and let me see how best I can, I mean, for Accra, Yam Festival, and ladies and gentlemen, just a sign your money, Cosono. Gam and James, so I talk one side, say. And on also ready, of course, now. And the government at one on also says, now you in your queen, just say, Papa Santimana and Farmer, over there, were crack. Until Omona Mokan so free, a Santiman ever crack. Pay news now, you know. Allegedly, you say, Omofa form or man for flight. Because in Umbasia Ballon, on to me 5 years, in Umbasebu or by 2 hours, on to me 5 years, or so the form. And you know, when I'm from now, move free a year, Kumase, a day, Baba, Accra, Abasha, and you me ya, almost near the Yam Festival, be at a Chilo Moreno. Aya, Kasa say Kutu, say Bam. Nagamanche, to say, pain, and then down letter from the office of the Gamanche. Letter from the office of the Gamanche. They said, Gamanche, so I said, no. I said, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and Mr. and human beings, my name is the Gamanche, and with immediate effects, we are telling the Ghana Police Service to stop any Yam Festival that is about to happen in the Greater Accra region. Masa, over here Yam Festival, the question a lot of people ask is, if you want to have a Yam Festival, because nobody is disregarding a festival, but if you want to have a Yam Festival in a country or in an area where you have, tribes that are also majestically doing their festivals, why do you want to still do your Yam Festival or your Igbo Festival in Ghana, in Greater Accra? That is the question a lot of people are asking. And the distance from Ghana to Nigeria is just a stone throw. On a daily basis, people cough. And somebody in Nigeria will call you and say, I heard you coughing in Ghana. Are you okay? So the distance is not too far. So if you want to have a Yam Festival, what happened to Anambra State, Ondo State, Kongi State, Umo State, Ukwaga State, Ugwala State, Umuoduo State, Ukuoduo State? What happened to those states? And to number 4, Bisa said, it is better this man at this point will go back to his country, go back to his village, go back to his town. When you are in your own town and you are doing your kinship in your own town, I'm 95% sure your people are going to cheer you up. Igwe, Igwe, Igwe. You enjoy your kinship. But there are two now say, oh, a year Ghana ha. Kumase Edeba Greater Accra there. No cranya minim. Ano aye de pa na. Munim say anu siwie ye no. Anu siwie ye no. Anche bia so na ye say Dr. Hassan Ayariga. Now, Dr. Hassan Ayariga is a politician in Ghana that has been on the neck pressing Mr. Jude Inyena to Inyekwendu Igbo King. According to Dr. Hassan Ayariga, I am a Ghanaian and we choose what we like in Ghana. We choose whatever foreign festival or foreign person we want in Ghana. You can't say because there are foreigners in Ghana, we should allow everybody. No, it's our right. We choose, we pick and choose. You can also pick and choose in your country. It's your country. Dr. Hassan Ayariga went to Mishia Palace the following day and just said, when you see the smoothness level, how Dr. Hassan Ayariga was able to go to Otumfuo or say to Tunyamekese Hene, shake Otumfuo, the smile, the laughter. People are now saying, he said, Massa, levels day. Levels day. If you are in somebody's country, you have to mellow. You have to calm down. You better calm it down. You come to somebody's country and tell the people they are uncultured. It doesn't make sense, my brother. hasn't worked it. So what happened was a very, very sad situation for the Igbo leader, Mr. Jude Inyekwenzo and his people. And at the moment, as we speak as well, the Ghana Traditional Council, the Gamanche, the king of the Ghana state, has also banned all activities which, you know, this so-called Igbo leader is planning in Greater Accra region. So the question is, by this time, able to in the field, no, only the bush for by this time, Etwane. Baby, I just say, Ubemu, I just say, wow, I just say, Ubemu. Baby, I just say, Ubemu, I just say, wow, I just say, Ubemu. We are singing now soon, we are singing now is our home. Hey, Igbo king, oh dear, oh, Miss Ewa. Is it by force? And not by force. This has been one of the good news to so many Ghanaians. And you know, yesterday I heard some Ghanaians also making some bold statement that it's high time we get to the point as a country where some powers are being given to the kings, because you know, kings carry authority, and when something is going on wrong, you know, with politicians, sometimes with political influences, they cannot come out and speak against some one or two things, but with the kings, they don't care about your political whatever. They will fire. That is one thing about kings. And as we speak now, like I said, many Ghanaians are so happy, and a lot of people, you know, are praising. The Ashanti king and the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Tekiteko Chu II, for this bold step they've taken towards a tribe that is not Ghana origin, trying to come to Ghana and gain some weight, which at the long run, the citizens are seeing it to be something which is going to affect the sovereignty of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's the first time, kindly subscribe. I still remain Ghana boy. Shalom.